We've been looking a lot at relationships between tables and how we can join the tables together in queries, of course, and see the related data. But Access actually lets us see some of that related data in the tables so that when you're working in a table, you know what the related data is. And you can edit it there as well. We call that a sub-data sheet. Sometimes Access is going to set that up automatically when we have relationships. In this case, we're going to set it up ourselves. So we're going to go to the categories table. Let's go ahead and open that. And if you remember, we've looked at it a couple times, the products table uses these category numbers, so it is related data. So what we're going to do is just tell us that there's a connection between the two. So let's go to the Home tab on the ribbon, and there's a Records group, and you're going to find the More button. Go ahead and click on More, and we're going to go down to Sub-Data Sheet, and then Sub-Data Sheet. And it's just asking us which table. So we're going to link this to the products table. Good. And notice that it's linking on category number, and we'll choose OK.
Okay, so now it's giving me a warning that it's not detecting a relationship.
Right. So that means we didn't already set one up. And if you remember in previous modules, we went to the relationships window and we created them ourselves. It did happen in this database. So if you already had one, this would work fine. But since you didn't, it's being created now. Now my preference would be to do it separately, but now it is going to create this relationship if you didn't already have one. And that is actually correct. It says, do you want a relationship to be created? There is one between the two tables. We'll choose yes. And now you'll notice little plus signs beside each category. So go ahead and click on one. And it's showing you the data from the product table that's related. So in other words, there's 3 records in the product table that use category number 1. And you can go through each one of those and expand or collapse using the plus and minus signs. This is actually editable. So let's just make a quick change. Go to category 6, our spreads. And we might be looking at this and notice that something's wrong in here or we need to edit it. So instead of Swiss almond, it really should be almond Swiss. So why don't you just change that text there, and you just arrowed off to save it, and we made the change. Go ahead and close the categories table, and that's where we are. It is going to ask you if you want to save it, and remember it's not the data, it's the structure of the table, in this case the linking. So choose yes.
So will it save the almond Swiss?
That's what we're going to go check.
Okay.
So open products.
And it did save it.
It did. So when you see the data in the sub-data sheet, you can absolutely edit it. I could have come to this table and edited it, or as we did, anytime you see it, even in a sub-data sheet, you can change or edit the data. You could add data. As a matter of fact, you could even delete the records from there.
Okay.
We've been looking at different ways to edit the data, different ways to join the data, working in the table. And when we move into the next module, we're going to really dig in a little bit deeper even on how to control and validate that data in our fields.
Okay, I'm learning a lot.
Good.